Good morning and welcome to our daily Devo for Thursday morning, February the 5th. And we started on the theme of marriage yesterday, the secret of marriage. Some of us are going to be sad to hear the title of this one, You Never Marry the Right Person. I don't know. Find out what Tim Keller has to say to us about that. The Bible verse is Colossians 3:14, and over all these virtues put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. Now here's what Tim Keller has to say about this. As a pastor, I've spoken to thousands of couples, some working on marriage seeking, some working on marriage sustaining, some working on marriage saving. I've heard them say over and over, love shouldn't be this hard. It should come naturally. The Christian answer to this is that no two people are compatible. Duke University ethics professor Stanley Hauerwas has famously, not infamously, has famously made this point. This is what he says. Destructive to marriage is the self-fulfillment ethic that assumes marriage and the family are primarily institutions of personal fulfillment, necessary for us to become whole, that's put in quotes, and happy. The assumption is that there is someone just right for us to marry, and that if we look closely enough, we will find the right person. This moral assumption overlooks a crucial aspect to marriage. It fails to appreciate the fact that we always marry the wrong person. We never know whom we marry. We just think we do. Or even if we first marry the right person, just give it a while and he or she will change. For marriage, being the enormous thing it is, means we are not the same person after we've entered it. The primary problem is learning how to love and care for the stranger to whom you find yourself married. Marriage brings you into more intense proximity to another human being than any other relationship can. And therefore, the moment you marry someone, you and your spouse begin to change in profound ways. And you can't know ahead of time what those changes will be. So you can't know who your spouse will actually be in the future until you get there. Very interesting, and I think that's a good approach. You get married to somebody, and your life as a young person is this way, and now you get married, and you have to make different choices because you say you love that person, and you want them to be happy, and you want them to want you to be happy, and so things have to change in our lives. Different choices need to be made. And the reality is, if you were young, say in your late teens or early 20s, you've got a lot of changing that's going to happen. And whether that changing is good or bad will determine where that marriage goes, where that relationship goes. And there are many times when you married somebody and you love them the way they were, but things begin to change. And they seem to get different priorities. They seem to want to have other friends that you don't like, that you don't want them to be having. Or, in some cases, spouses grow suspicious of each other. Blessed is the couple that can change together and change in ways that draw each other more closely together. Eventually, maybe we didn't marry the right person, but over time and life together, we've become the right persons for each other. And I sure hope that is true for a lot of you who are listening to this. I know I just sent this out to a small group in the morning, and I know all of you, but I guess I agree with you. Never actually marry the right person, but eventually you can, if you really do love each other. You're going to change for the better as far as that goes. The more you get to fall, the longer you're together, the more you hopefully fall in love with each other more and more and more, just as with our Savior. The more we get to know him, the more we're aware of his love for us and how much we love him. Again, marriage is, as he started off saying here, the Christian answer is no two people are compatible. I don't know that I agree with that 100%, but that's the reality. Lots of times we, as young people especially, we want to get married. We want to get married. We want to get out of the house. We want to start a family, those kinds of things. And if we rush into it, and we're still very young ourselves, we're going to do some changing. Things are going to be different. And we need to make sure we keep an eye on that. And hopefully we've gotten counseling, Christian counseling, premarital Christian counseling, and we'll get a heads up. Here's what you got to look out for. Here are the issues that more readily divide a husband and wife in their marriage. And that's a gift. That's a gift you receive from a pastor who's doing it the right way. And we change to make ourselves right for them. If we love them, if we truly do love them, we change for them. And we seek to do things differently so that we're making sure they know how much we love them. So blessings to you today, and hopefully we can be one of those ones who did marry the right person and did not fall into all the traps that can come our way when life changes and who we're with changes, all those different kinds of things. Blessings to you today on this Thursday. Enjoy your day.